Do you want to know how to score cheap flights? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to a journey where we delve into the world of travel hacks, specifically focusing on how to bag those elusive, budget-friendly flights. This video is your guide, your roadmap, to navigating the often tricky landscape of airline pricing. In the vast expanse of the internet, finding cheap flights can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. But with the right tools, tips, and tricks, we can transform that daunting haystack into a field of opportunity. The value of these tips lies in their power to make travel more affordable and accessible. Imagine being able to travel to more places, explore new cultures, and experience the sheer joy of discovery, all while keeping your wallet happy. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, let's turn that dream into reality. Stay tuned if you're interested in traveling on a budget. The early bird gets the worm, or in this case, the cheap flights. So, let's talk about the importance of planning ahead. You see, flight prices are a bit like a roller coaster. They go up and down, but one thing's for sure, they often increase as the departure date approaches. That's why booking your flight well in advance can be a game changer. Think of it as a golden rule of thumb. For domestic trips, aim to book your flight approximately 2 to 3 months in advance. If you're venturing further afield on an international trip, you'll want to extend that timeline to about 5 to 6 months. This strategy can help you snag some fantastic deals and avoid those pesky last-minute price hikes. So, whether you're jetting off to a beach resort or embarking on a city break, remember this crucial tip. Planning ahead can save you a lot of money. Being flexible can be a game changer. That's right, my friends. Flexibility is indeed the key when it comes to scoring cheap flights. Now, what do we mean exactly when we say flexibility? It's about not being tied down to specific travel dates or destinations. Imagine this. You've got your heart set on a weekend getaway to Paris, but the prices are through the roof. If you switch your destination to, say, Barcelona, or even change your travel dates to midweek, you might find that the prices drop significantly. The world is vast and full of wonders, so why not let a little flexibility expand your travel horizons? Speaking of midweek flights, did you know they're often cheaper than weekend ones? It's true. Most people tend to fly on Fridays or Sundays, which drives up demand and, consequently, prices. However, flying on a Tuesday or Wednesday can often lead to some sweet savings. The same goes for off-peak seasons. While summer in Europe or Christmas in New York might sound enticing, traveling during these peak times can cost you a pretty penny. Instead, consider visiting in the spring or fall, or even in winter for some destinations. Not only will you save on flights, but you'll also avoid the tourist crowds. In essence, being willing to play around with your travel dates and destinations can lead to significant savings. If your schedule allows, being flexible can be your ticket to cheap flights. Never settle for the first price you see. This mantra is crucial when you're on the hunt for cheap flights. Just like you wouldn't buy the first car you test drive or the first house you tour, you shouldn't book the first flight you come across. Enter the world of flight comparison websites. These are digital platforms that act as your personal travel agents, sifting through hundreds, sometimes thousands of flight options to find the best deal for you. They're your secret weapon in the quest for cheap flights. Some of the most reliable include Skyscanner, Kayak, and Google Flights. These sites compare prices from different airlines for the same destination, providing you with a comprehensive overview of your options. You can filter results by factors like departure time, number of stops, and airline preference, allowing you to tailor the search to your specific needs. Flight comparison apps are also a great tool. Apps like Hopper and Momondo bring the power of comparison to your fingertips, notifying you when prices drop and when they're expected to rise. Remember, though, that the cheapest flight isn't always the best flight. Consider other factors like flight duration, layover locations, and baggage allowances when making your decision. But the bottom line is this: don't be afraid to compare. It's better to spend an extra half an hour researching than to spend an extra couple $100s on a flight. A little bit of research can go a long way in saving money. Now, let's uncover some hidden tricks. You may have heard of some of these, but there are always new strategies to discover. So let's delve into the lesser-known tips that can make a significant difference in the price of your flights. First off, ever noticed how flight prices seem to skyrocket after you've searched for them a few times? That's because many flight booking platforms use cookies to track your browsing history and subtly increase prices to pressure you into booking. But worry not, there's a simple solution: incognito mode. By browsing in incognito or private mode, You can avoid these price hikes and keep your search history to yourself. It's a quick and easy trick that could end up saving you a pretty penny. Next up, consider becoming a frequent flyer. No, you don't need to be a business tycoon or a globe-trotting adventurer. All you need to do is sign up for frequent flyer programs. These programs offer a myriad of benefits, such as priority boarding, extra baggage, and most importantly, points or miles that can be redeemed for free or discounted flights. Another hidden gem is airline newsletters and alerts. Most airlines and travel agencies have newsletters that they send out with information about sales, promotions, and discounted flights. By signing up for these, you'll be the first to know about any deals, and you'll have the best chance of securing a cheap flight before they're all booked up. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of off-peak travel. Flying during less popular times, such as midweek or late night, can drastically reduce the cost of your flight. While it may not always be the most convenient, the savings can be well worth the minor inconvenience. Remember, every penny saved on flights is a penny more to spend on experiences and adventures at your destination. So why not give these tricks a try on your next trip? With these insider tips, you're well on your way to scoring cheap flights. Let's quickly recap what you've learned today. We've taken a journey through the world of savvy travel, starting with the importance of planning ahead. We've seen how booking in advance can lead to significant savings, providing you with more freedom to explore your destination. We then dove into the realm of flexibility, understanding that being open to different dates, times, and even airports can drastically reduce your flight costs. Afterwards, we explored the power of comparison. We discovered that taking a few extra minutes to compare prices across different platforms can lead to finding that golden ticket, the most affordable flight. Lastly, we unveiled some hidden tricks of the trade, like booking a multi-city trip or flying into a nearby city, and then taking a train or bus to your final destination. Remember, with these tips and tricks, affordable travel is within your reach. Safe travels, everyone!